The PlayStation Portal is missing some key features, which would make it much better, like browsing the web, watching YouTube on it, and much more, which are all things I know you want as I read and reply to all your amazing comments under all my videos. So let's solve some of these problems by showing you some PlayStation tips that you didn't know until now. So there is no native web browser on your PlayStation 5, but there is a top secret trick to access the internet, which I'll show you right now. So grab your portal and then you want to go over to settings, click on in there, and then you want to go to network, which is on, and then you want to go down here to view PlayStation network status. Click on that, give it a second, and whoa, what do we have here? We have got a web browser. So then you want to scroll down to the bottom until you can see this little YouTube link here, social button, click on it, and then like magic, it takes you to the PlayStation Access YouTube channel, which obviously you don't want to go to. You really want to go to this one here. Pure PSX, yep, make sure you subscribe if you've not already. And there you go, so you're on YouTube, so you can just go to any channels, scroll about, watch videos, and chill out on YouTube on your portal. But you want to go to Google so you can access anywhere on the internet. You want to scroll up to this bit here where it says sign in. It's kind of fuzzy, that's why I'm reading it out to you. Camera is not the best, I need to get a new camera. And then it will take you to the Google sign in page. So this is what it will look like on your portal. I've got it to focus. Scroll down and click on privacy. Use the X button. And then it's up here you want to go to where you've got the little bar for all the YouTube apps. I'll let that just focus. There we go. Click on it. YouTube apps, Google apps is what I meant. Then when it focuses again, you want to go and click on Google. And just like that, we have got Google on your portal. And you can now just search the web and go wherever you want on your PlayStation portal. Just to show you it working, I searched for Apple and went to the official Apple website on the PlayStation portal, and it is running absolutely fantastically. So if we click on AirPods Pro, you can see there it's loading up. So it's really quite a good browsing experience on your PlayStation portal. You can browse about the web at your leisure. Now say you have a friend over and you want to play some video games together, like maybe Tekken 8, which we're going to demo on right now, or FIFA or Baldur's Gate 3, and you want to play local co-op. You now can with your portal. So what you do is get your PlayStation portal and you've got the gameplay on screen here. This is so you can see what's happening, see the magic happening, and we are going to go to player versus player. Click on that. So this is just player versus player, as you'd expect. Classic kind of arcade battle. And it says press the, what do they call this button? I call it the start button. It's got 3 lines, I don't know, but press that anyway. And I get to select my player. So I am going to go as, I always liked Jin back in the day. What a badass. So we'll go Jin, and then to play as the second player, obviously you're going to need another controller. So we're going to grab this controller. This is kind of difficult here. We're going to turn it on by pressing the PlayStation button, and then this will pop up who is using this controller. And this is the key point here. Do not select the user which is logged in using the portal. So you can see there, Murray, that's what I was using on the portal. So what we want to do is select add user, or if there is other users you have already created, you can select them, but I'm going to select add user, and then one-time guest, quick play. This is the best no nonsense way to get playing local co-op games with your friends. Click on quick play, give it a second, and you can see on the controller now it's got the 2 LEDs lit up to show that this is player 2. Press the start button again and it allows me to pick who I want to go. So we are going to go we're going to go Kazuya. Family battle here, father versus son. So we've selected that, and then once this loads up, we're going to pick where we're going to battle first of all. So back to player 1 on the portal, and we are just selecting a random one here. How beautiful does this game look, by the way? Tekken 8, wow. Tekken 3 was one of my favourite fighting games of all time, so I'm hyped for this one. And to show you, we're going to move about with Jin with the portal. This is kind of awkward here, but see what I mean? And we're going to throw some punches, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get a cheeky wee special move here. There we go. Boom, we've thrown him over. And now Dad is pissed off. So he's going to get up using this controller and he's going to throw a special move of his own. There we go. So as you can see, we've now got them both working here using your portal and another controller. So this is really handy, especially if you're playing games against, well, think about Baldur's Gate 3. You can now play this co-op with one of your friends or your family. You could even be playing it together while you are away somewhere else with the portal. You could be out of the country and you could still be playing and progressing your games together. Progressing your games together, I tried to say there, I got tongue-tied. You know what I mean. If you love using your Bluetooth earphones or headphones or earbuds like AirPods or like my Razer earbuds here on your PlayStation Portal and there's no Bluetooth, so you cannot do that, but we have got you covered. What you need is this little gadget here, which is a Bluetooth adapter, which works on the PlayStation Portal. So under the portal, you have your headphone jack, which you can see right there, hopefully. And you just need to get your adapter and it plugs into the bottom. Make sure this is facing outward because you need to press that button and you click that on in like so, and you're ready to go. Set your earphones or your earbuds to pairing mode. If you don't know how to do that, just Google it and it will tell you simply how to do it. Usually they start flashing kind of like this, so they're ready to pair, and then you just hold this and it will start flashing blue, and then once it connects it will stop flashing and you'll be good to play on your PlayStation Portal. Super simple and a great way to use all your existing Bluetooth headphones or headsets with your PlayStation Portal without forking out a fortune for the Explorer Buds. One thing to keep in mind, if you use a protective case like I do, you will need to remove that to use the Bluetooth adapter. As you can see, it sits flush to the screen, so it will not fit if there is a case on the back. And don't worry, I will leave affiliate links down below so you can pick this up for yourself. Next up is how to turn off and on your PlayStation correctly with the PlayStation Portal. If you do not do this right, you will not be able to turn your PlayStation on once you turn it off from your Portal. So this is what you want to do. You want to swipe from the side, so this little dashboard pops out, and you want to click on disconnect. Once disconnect appears, if we get this to focus a little bit better, you should be able to see it says the remote play session will be disconnected. Put the connected PlayStation 5 in rest mode, this one here. You need to make sure that is toggled on. If that is not toggled on, you'll disconnect and then the PlayStation 5 will be turned off and not put in rest mode and you'll not be able to reconnect. So you do that, have that ticked on and then click disconnect, and boom, like that, you are good to go. The PlayStation 5 will go to sleep and then you can reconnect again later on by, once you put your screen off, turn your screen on, and then all you do is press the PlayStation button, and then once it connects, you just heard the bleep there, it's right next to me just now, it'll connect and then it will say X for you to play. Click on it and it should be only a few seconds and you're right into playing the game. Yes, very simple, but a lot of people do this wrong and then wonder why they cannot connect to their PlayStation again once they've turned it off, because they do not have that little switch turned on. Next up is the light bars, which run down the side of the controller, and some people do not like them. They find them distracting, especially when they start changing color. So you can do something about that. If you swipe out so the menu appears and go into settings, once settings loads up, you want to go down to display and brightness, and then brightness of light bar, click on in here and you can change it to being off, and like that, the light bars are off no matter what game you are playing. Next up is a change you can make to the vibration motors and to the haptic feedback triggers, so the controller is set up exactly to your liking. What you need to do is, again, swipe out the menu bar and go down to settings. Once that loads up, go on over to controller, and here we go, vibration intensity is the top one. Click on that. Strong standard is basically the exact same as the DualSense controller on your PlayStation 5, but you can change that to medium, so it's a little bit less, weak or absolutely off, which will save you some battery life. Or then the haptic trigger sensitivity and intensity here is set to strong standard, which is the exact same as a DualSense again, for when you're playing shooting games and stuff where you want the trigger to react and give you some force feedback. You can change this, up to you what you like. I recommend you leave it on strong standard. If you're maybe playing a game quietly and you've got headphones in, you might want to turn them off so you are a bit quieter and do not disturb someone who's maybe sitting next to you. Now, if your PlayStation Portal isn't running as well as you would like, make sure you check out our hacks and tips in this next video on screen right now.